Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today we are working on another Redline T-Bird collector's item. This car is in pretty good shape. Oh, my whole mat just moved. It's got good glass. These wheels are worn flat. So this baby was a racer. Oh, not so much that thing. I've never seen a wheel worn that out. So this got a lot of playtime. And I think we're going to go for a factory restoration on this one. Do some gold. I like the brown interior. Windshield looks pretty good. I got a spare hood from Redline shop, so hopefully we have no issues with that. It should be a nice little project. I like these T-Birds. They got a nice look to them when they're cleaned up. And of course we're going to do a black top on that one. I happen to have a spare body. Pretty well the same car. Depending on what this looks like once we get it stripped, this one probably is going to be a little bit better. I don't know. I might switch it up. This one looks like it's more than likely going to need some zinc plating. It's all gone up here on the roof, but we'll see what the sides look like and everything once we get to that point. But, you know, we'll see. I feel like I haven't used the old center punch in a long time here. I feel like it's been years. And we're just going to do a little pilot hole. Beauty. We're going to come in with a little bit larger bit here and just remove the top of the old mushy. Perfect. You know, just give it a teeny bit of pressure, and if it comes apart like that, you are golden. Look at, it's such a retro color. I love it. It's perfect. You know those seats are going to be hot as hell in the summertime. Burn your little legs on those bad boys. Boop. One windshield. Just got one little chip up here. You know, I got that one stray rock on that grid road that one time there. That'll clean up nice. No worries about that. So these two bodies, I swear. Oh, this one's got a weird kind of pimply thing going on. What is that? It's there and there. It's like a little oopsie from the factory. You just wanna... I don't know. Maybe we'll use this one. This is the first time I've ever ordered Redline shop hoods, so I'm curious. How well is this gonna fit? Maybe I should read this little instruction booklet. A caution. These metal parts are made from softer and more brittle metal than the softer yet more brittle. Than the original parts. When polishing, do not apply a lot of pressure. Polish by hand using rage and metal polish. When inserting hood, do not apply stress to the hinges or tabs. Forcing hinges into the hinge clamps will cause the hinge to break. So basically, the instructions are telling me to file this little pin holder open until my hood basically slips right in there. And then JB weld on top of that. Like, that's kind of bums me out a little bit, honestly. Daddy needs to have a look at this. It's one of those hoods, you know, if it's sitting at the wrong angle when you go to open it, you're going to mess up your paints. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use the same trick I used on the McLaren. Oh my god, that pin broke already? I didn't even mess with it. What a turd. Are they really that fragile? Oh, okay. I am the strongest man in the world. Ah! Unbelievable. That's not even... What is this? I can make a better hood out of epoxy. No. No, I'm not going to. Because we got more hoods. That's absurd. You ever seen a person break die cast with their pinky finger before? Ouch, that one side was poking me. Alright, we're going to circle the wagons and come up with a plan here. Well, obviously I'm very shocked at how brittle this was. Not even brittle. This is very surprising. I got a couple more tries here. Obviously, these things aren't that cheap. I don't remember what I paid for these. They're probably, I don't know, probably something like $6 each. $6-7 each. So if you get one of these, obviously, you know now to just be very gentle with it. That would explain why they suggest that you cut open these holes, because just the force of pushing it in there is going to break a pin off. I've seen some guys use hot glue for this. I think some sort of epoxy would probably be better, but I don't know, it's just, I don't even want to open it. If you guys remember the McLaren, last time I was able to close these little fingers on the McLaren by using my punch here. Just kind of gives it a little snap. A little snap of this just kind of mashed over that little piece I needed to fold back down. So I'll do this side. Have a look at the before. Oh, you know what? This hood's broken already. It's frustrating. George is getting angry. It's kind of like you get it set in there and you try to open it and then the pin just breaks. So it's almost better just to get it in there and glue it closed, because you know what? That's what we're going to do. I ain't even messing around with this. I almost wonder if these are made out of pure zinc. Honestly, that would kind of explain why they're so soft. And they look like they're zinc coated. They're probably pure zinc. We got some scoops. Maybe we could put on something else. Alright, so I'm about ready to go ahead and strip this car. I've got one hood left, and I am not putting that thing on until this thing is ready for paint. I would recommend only buying those replacement hoods if it's your absolute last resort. If you have a rare car and you cannot find a replacement factory hood, man, I don't know, the frustrations just aren't worth it. On a T-Bird like this, I know I could find multiple T-Bird hoods, full cars, for half the price of what that hood cost me, so I'm a little frustrated at the moment, but you know, that happens sometimes, you know, when you got projects going, and there's just got to keep moving forward. That's all you can do. Nice clean engine on this body, that's for sure. Looks real good in there, I like that. This aircraft paint remover really makes quick work of this factory Spectra flame. As you can see, you get one good coating on there and it just comes off like nothing. I like this little factory little blue paint or a marker or whatever this is. That's, oh, it's gone. Okay, forget about it. Little assembly mark deleted. It's fine. Oh, still mad about those hoods. Ooh, it's burning my hand. Jesus. This stuff is potent. Cutting through my glove here. I can feel it burning. Whew. It's a spicy meatball. Alright, that's as far as we probably need to go on this. So I'm going to go give this a clean with a wire brush and some hot soapy water. And I got to get this glove off before I have a chemical burn. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with our car here. I'm going to start out with a little 1500. Just kind of smooth things out here and just see exactly what we got going on. Just really want to get rid of this toning a little bit. This because we are using transparent paint, we're not going to be able to primer this car. So ideally, if we could get rid of as much toning as possible, it's going to make our paint look nice and consistent. We're not going to have any dark splotches. Because, you know, these old cars, they start to develop age spots. Depending on the climate, of course. I don't want to use too much of an aggressive sandpaper just because we got body lines here we got to try to think about. Something like that. I think that's all we're going to do on this. So I'm going to go give this one more good clean with some hot soapy water, and before we paint I'll more than likely wipe this down with a good lacquer thinner, really just to make sure that there isn't any kind of residues on here left over from stripping the paint. And I gotta drill these posts out before we go and clean this up, so we'll do that right now. This back post has a real nice center mark on it already, so I'm gonna drill that one as is. This one is just a little bit off, so I gotta file it flat first. So I made sure to give our hood a good scuffing as well. And I'm not going to trust these hinges this time, so I'm actually going to epoxy this sucker on there because I am not messing around. If this thing breaks, I'm going to freak. Way too much epoxy, but I mean, I just opened this thing and sometimes that happens. I know you guys are already typing in the comments, well, you could use JB Quick Weld. I'm sure I could. This is just 5-minute epoxy. This is going to be more than enough to hold this hood on. This is a Gorilla Glue. There we go. Alright, she's in. She's in. Use a little micro applicator here. Let's get some of this. Screw you, hood. I'm over it. Oh, I can rest. Here we go. Get this bad boy painted up, and then we are done for the evening. Should look good. I think it's gonna look real good. It's gonna look real good, guys. You'll see. You'll see. It's 3 a.m. What the hell am I doing? Painting cars at this hour? I should be sleeping, but no. Where's my hardener? And that looks like some serious mud butt. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know what to expect. Should be lots of paint. I did give the body one more wipe with lacquer thinner, like I promised, and I'm glad I did. I had a little bit of a little touch of epoxy on the side, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. Quite a different color. We're gonna keep going, see what happens. I don't think it'll get this dark though. So I put a drop of root beer brown in just to see if I could get this to progressively get a little bit darker here. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we'll see. I'm not gonna mix any more paint if it's not quite right. Looks pretty good. It's not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit of a lighter color, so I don't know, their gold's kind of off, but it's still gonna look really good, especially after I put the vinyl top on. So these wheels are pretty much toast, so I'm just gonna cut these off. I'm not too sure about our paint. It kind of turned out a little funny. The paint job is good, but that color is wrong. Like, it is not gold. It's more like a yellow. And to compensate, I tried adding a couple drops of brown, and it kind of made like this color shifting gold color. So it's nowhere near factory, but I don't know, it looks okay. I think it'll be alright. So this base has got some little bit of oxidation on it here. And we are going to do the old lime out trick. So this is lime out. It's basically like a heavy duty bathroom cleaner, and this stuff is powerful. It's kind of acidic, and it's really good at getting like rust stains out of, I don't know, bathtubs. So what I like to do is do about a 50-50 mix. Half water, half lime out. And I'm just going to drop this right in there. And I'm going to leave this in here for 4 minutes. No longer, no less. If it's bubbling, you know it's working. It's kind of like an Alka-Seltzer fizz. So we're going to leave that for a few minutes here. And I'll get our car body. So it looks okay. The color is totally wrong. Like, it's not what you would normally expect. It's kind of fancy, but it's not anywhere near factory. So, whatever. I still want to put a vinyl top on it. So while our base is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start taping. I'm going to be taping pretty lightly too. I don't want to really press down on this stuff, even though I'm using painter's tape. Should have a nice clean edge, but I don't want it to stick to the paint overly aggressively, just because this car doesn't have any primer on it, and you could pull up a chunk of paint if you're not careful. So you gotta be careful here. Can't things just go the way they're supposed to sometimes? Grab our base. Okay, so this has been in there for about 4 minutes. Now watch the magic. I'm going to use just a brass brush here. Now what do you think of that? Woo-wee! Brand new. So because our lime out solution is acidic, leaving any kind of residue on this, it's going to continue corroding this until it gets neutralized. So even though this looks really great right now, I got to go give this a good bath and make sure I got every trace of that lime out off of here so that this looks like this for, you know, another 20-30 years. So I'm going to go do that right now, and then we're going to paint the top on our T-Bird. So this is Magic Black. It's kind of a vinyl paint. It's not a vinyl paint. It's supposed to look like vinyl paint. It's more of a flat black. Basically the paint Redline shop came up with to mimic vinyl tops on cars. Last time I used this stuff, I don't think I mixed it good enough, and it came out a little bit glossy. A little hardener. I think we're getting to a point where I can put this back together. As you can see, this is the base all cleaned up. Pretty well brand new. Axles are good. We just put on some fresh wheels here. Oh, that's interesting. That's the wrong size wheel. It's a big booty. We don't need no big booty. Alright, so that's good. I washed our interior up, soap and water, so that's good. We got this little windshield. It's pretty good. We could do the old pledge trick here. I don't know if it needs it. Maybe we'll skip it on this one. Just because I got to get this finished. There's your body. Really bums me out that this paint looks more like a yellow than a gold. I mean, maybe it looks like a gold, but it's not the right gold. So, I don't know. It's going to look okay, but it's not going to look factory. And I mean, that was kind of the purpose. I think the last thing I'm going to do here is grab my acrylic pen. Just want to do this little tail light. It's kind of a stripe. I'm going to take my Pledge Revive, and instead of dipping, I'm just going to brush it on. Just like that. And presto! So what do you guys think? We made like a shape-shifting gold. Kind of by accident. It's kind of unique, I guess. No matter how many coats I put on it. So then I just put a tinge of brown in it. And I was kind of looking for this color. And it's close. I mean, this is faded. Years and years and years and years. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of a sweet looking ride. Something going on with our wheel here. It's not making full contact. Here's my other T-Bird. Which one do you guys like better? Root beer brown. Looks pretty good. They both look real nice, actually. I like them both. I don't know which one I like better. You guys could leave a comment below. Let me know which one you guys like better. I'm feeling them both. I like the white interior in this one, obviously, but this one's got a kind of cool brown interior I haven't seen before, so whatever. There you have it. Another T-Bird in the books. I'm looking forward to starting another project here tonight, so I got to get going and do some editing and get this thing uploaded. And then we're going to be working on this crazy unit. This is a 1969 Cougar Eliminator. This is a 1970 Cougar, 1969. A little bit difference in the grill. A little different in the taillights. This had a factory spoiler, factory scoop. Big, huge engine in these things. And they got this car looking pretty ridiculous. Yes, it's a plastic-based car, but it's brand new. This came out in, I think, around 2008, and we're going to make this look like a muscle car again, because right now, I don't know what this looks like. It's kind of looks like a tuner or something. Anyways, I'm not feeling it. Cougar Eliminators are super rare, and it should not look like this. So that's our next one. But for now, you guys, I got to get going editing a video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Great job, Jimmy. Yeah.